Hey guys, it's me, Abigail Grace, or Abby, and I just filmed this whole intro and talked for 11 minutes, and then I decided, Abby, you cannot do that. You don't have 11 minutes to talk about these books. This is the intro. Just talk quickly, and then the rest of the video is you reading the books. So I'm refilming it, and I'm trying to be more succinct with my thoughts. This video is me rereading 5-star reads, seeing if they hold up as still being 5 stars from when I read them 2-3 years ago. I picked mostly romance books because a lot of my 5-star like non-romance books are fantasy, like thick boys, and they're part of a series, and I felt like I didn't want to just like read one book in a series. For this video, I will want to do a reread of the series as a whole if and when I reread those. So I'm saving those, and I have one fantasy and the rest are romance, both YA and adult. We're gonna start from the top of the pile here. Second Chance Summer. This is by Morgan Matson. I've read pretty much all of her books. She writes a lot of like what I would call like just the genre is summer. And they're all YA. They're all like really sweet and cute. And I read this, I think, in high school. But in high school, I thought it was amazing. So we're gonna reread it and see if it still holds up as 5 stars. Next, we have The X Talk by Rachel Lynn Solomon, another one who I've read several of her other books and I love them. I read this probably in 2020 when I was like first getting back into like reading. It was one of the first like adult romances that I read, and I think for that reason I rated it 5 stars. But now that have more adult romance books like under my belt in my Goodreads, we'll see if this one still holds up. But I remember it being very good. Next, we have Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This is the collector's edition, so it has these really cute like illustrations in the front. Here, I'm just gonna take off the in the back, and the cover without the dust jacket says history, huh? Bet we can make some. It's beautiful, and I loved this book, and the movie's coming out later this year, which I'm very, very excited about. So I wanted to reread it before that, so that's just another excuse to do this video. Next, we have our one and only fantasy. This is Daughter of the Pirate King. This is in a series, but this is like a shorter, I would call it YA fantasy. Obviously, she's a pirate. There's a little bit of a romance between her and one of the people on the crew. And it's, from what I remember, very good. And there's another one in this series coming out later this year. So it'll be a good chance to refresh my memory on the plot before I read the next one. And hopefully it still holds up as 5 stars. And last but not least, we have Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. This book, there's absolutely no way I will rate it anything less than 5 stars on a reread, but it's so good. If I'm rereading books, I will be rereading this one, and this is actually the first one that I'm going to reread. I love Lynn Painter. I have this shelf right here with all of her books. It's just, I think, the perfect book. The perfect little romance book. But we'll see. I have not reread it yet. I read it 2 years ago. So I'm very excited. I already have my bookmark in here ready to go, starting in chapter 1. So we're gonna start reading this today. It is Saturday and I have plans this evening, but we're just gonna go ahead and I'll take you along as I reread these this week. I'm gonna try and read all 5 this week. That's the thing about a reread is I feel confident, more confident in my ability to read them quickly because I've read them before. That is the plan for the week, and let's get into rereading Better Than the Movies.
Fuck going out, I'm not gonna go. Nobody around, I'll head.
It's late and I'm not gonna talk too much, but I just finished. The way that Wes loves Liz is so good. It's so good.
Shut up by the song, and I can hear the sound of another Christmas song, and it feels like a song that
I finished Better Than the Movies last night, and you guys, I just can't get Wes and Liz out of my head. Like, I love them. I love Wes. Liz is so relatable to me as like a hopeless romantic rom-com movie lover. Liz Painter's like dialogue. Hey Kate, come on up. Her banter between them, like the way there's so much Taylor, there's so many like good song references, and it's just so good. Lynn Painter has a playlist on Spotify of like the songs that are all mentioned, and I showed last night the playlist at the back of the book. So I've been listening to that all morning. I started the X Talk this morning as well, but I didn't like hop on here to talk, so I just wanted to tell you that I finished this. It's still 5 stars. It's still so good, and I've started the X Talk. I'm like 50 pages in, but it's Sunday, so that means Sunday reset before I can get too comfortable and just relax for the afternoon. So I'm gonna do my Sunday reset, get everything picked up and cleaned up, and then I will continue reading. But I just wanted to hop on and talk to you a little bit about what I thought. Still so good. And honestly, the first 50 pages of the X Talk are also still so good. It's reminding me like why I loved it. And honestly, I read it so long ago, I don't remember like the finer points of the plot at all. So I'm excited that I'm getting to reread it. It's like experiencing a book for the first time, but I know I already like it, which is amazing. So anyway, Kate and I are going to do our Sunday reset, turn on the bookmarked podcast, and then I will continue reading, and I'll update you the next time something is worth updating.
it feels like.
Okay, I'm back in the same spot. This is how much I've read. I'm 110 pages in, which Goodreads tells me is 32%. And the whole time I'm reading this, I've been getting the plot confused with 10 Rules for Faking It, which I read probably within the same month of this one, and they're both podcast related shows. Books, I mean. They both have to do with like radio and podcasting, and I am getting them confused. So I just had to go back and look and read the synopsis on the back of 10 Rules for Breaking It so I could like remember what happened in that book versus what. So, because my mind keeps trying to be like, doesn't that happen in this? But it's not. It's a separate story. So I'm getting confused because I read 2 books around the same time that both had to do with podcasting. And I think I gave both of them 5 stars, which now that I've read a little bit more, I don't know if I would do that, but I'm liking it. It's going good. We're just now kind of getting into like them interacting more, because the first, I guess, 100 pages were like set up, which I don't know. So I've highlighted a few things. I usually don't like underline or highlight if I'm reading for the first time a book, but on a reread I will highlight or underline just because I'm taking in more. I would say I'm reading with a more like perceptive like mind to glean more besides like just the plot points. So on a reread, I'll often read with a pen or a highlighter or something. So I have been highlighting a few things. Okay, I know this is a reading vlog, but I just got home from work and I thought my outfit was kind of cute today, so I'm just gonna like show you what I'm wearing. Let's go in here where there's better lighting. In my sister's room. She's not home for the summer, so this is so much brighter in here in the afternoon because the sun sets on this side of the apartment, but Kate's here. She wants attention. She wants attention. She wants attention. This is the fit though. This dress is from Free People and I have this in 2 colors. I love it. It's so comfortable. It's so light. It has pockets. Like, I'm literally wearing a tent. It's huge and amazing. This t-shirt is just a plain white tee. It's from Madewell. It's nothing special, but it's also very like lightweight, which is perfect because it's getting so hot. And I just like don't want tight clothes on my body. The necklace I'm wearing today is from Madewell as well. I have just put my hair back in some little clips that are from Amazon. And then I was wearing my Veas, but I'm wearing these cute little like white socks. They're from Free People and they're Free People movement. They have the little smiley face on them. And it's just so cute and happy, and I love when I wear like cute fun socks. So that's what I wore for work today. But we're home now. I'm going to a Pilates class tonight, but I'm gonna try and finish the X Talk before Pilates, because I thought I was gonna finish it yesterday and I did not. I'm probably like 70% through. I'm almost 200 pages in, but we're just gonna finish it. I spent time yesterday reading the Better Than the Movies like novella stuff that Lynn Painter has put out. She has Wes and Liz's, or Liz and Wes's, I'm not sure which order it goes in, College Road Trip. You can download it from her website, which is so cute, and it just like picks up right at the end of Better Than the Movies, and it's their road trip to college. We just get to see like more of their relationship, and I love them together, and it's just so perfect. So I read that yesterday instead of reading the X Talk, and I also read Better Than the Prom, which is prom, which happens at the very end of Better Than the Movies, but from Wes's point of view. And I just love a dual POV. Like, I love seeing it from Wes and Liz's point of view. So that was really fun. I read both of those. And there's also, well, that's for a different book, just kidding. Also on her website, there's a bonus epilogue or a deleted scene from The Do-Over, which is Lynn Painter's other YA romance, which is also really good. So if you want any like extra stuff, Lynn Painter has a bunch of stuff on her website that you can like download for free. So definitely go check that out. But Kate and I are gonna finish the X Talk. Come on up. I'll cover up her booty hole. Yeah. We're gonna read, okay? I'm low-key crying. I don't remember this being so... Here, let me just see if I can find this quote that I highlighted. The thing about losing someone and that it doesn't just happen once. It happens every time you do something great you wish they could see. Every time you're stuck and you need advice. Every time you fail. It erodes your sense of normal, and what grows back is decidedly not normal. And yet you still have to figure out how to trudge forward. 10 years and I'm still losing him every day. Wow. Like, I don't remember that storyline at all. And it's good. Well done, Rachel Lynn. Well done. Okay, I'm back. I went to Pilates, and before Pilates, my camera battery was dying, so I charged it, but I finished the X Talk. And upon reread, I have to say, these days, would I give it 5 stars? I don't know. I think I would be like a 4.75. Like, it's close, something, it's just missing something that would like put it over the edge for me. That like, sorry, but I'm just gonna take my hair down. That like, as Destiny Sidwell says, that like 5-star feeling. Am I being a little bit harsh? Yes. It's still a really good book. And you saw on the last clip, I was like tearing up. Like, it's good. But if I read it for the first time today, I don't think I would do a 5. I would do a 4.75. So basically 5, but there's a little bit of difference. So anyway, we're now starting Daughter of the Pirate King. I only have one hand now, Kate, because I'm holding you. But I'm excited. This is my like one fantasy book in this video. So I put it in the middle so I could break up some of the like romance stuff. So my god, she's being so cute. Yeah, I just wanted to update you on my thoughts, and we're starting off with Pirate King.
Someday, watch how the sun it creeps in, hanging safe out the window, getting high on a winter's morning, waking up stoned, hearing my...
Okay, welcome back. It is, what day is it? Tuesday afternoon. I'm standing in front of my fantasy bookshelf because I'm reading a fantasy book. I am 140 pages in, so about halfway, and I'm liking it. I'm loving the relationship between Raiden and Alosa just as much in my reread as I did in the first time. Like, Raiden is such a good character. I love him. I love Alosa. She's giving bad bitch, and I'm just so excited. But it is Tuesday and it is a work day, so I'm reading and I have my computer because I'm trying to finish a little bit of work. So I just wanted to update you on what's going on.
Home, right where I belong, blazing by the mistletoe. But I'm not missing Christmas this year. This whole December long.
Here I am. I'm about to wash my face and get ready for bed completely, but I've got my nighttime beverages. This is tart cherry juice. It looks kind of like red wine, especially when I put it in this cup. It does not taste very good. But TikTok told me it's supposed to help you sleep well, and I have an early morning Zoom meeting. So I'm gonna try and reset my, I don't know, something rhythms. And drink this. I'm sorry, my cat is literally having the zoomies. But it is 10 p.m. and I just got back from babysitting and I left my book here. Did I tell you that I finished The Daughter of the Pirate King? And I re-rated it 4 stars. It's still a very good book and I still would very much recommend it to anyone, but I don't think it's 5 stars. It's like a 4.5. I don't know. It was still really good. I feel bad changing the rating. I don't know. So it doesn't have that 5-star feeling. So anyway, we changed her to 4.5 because she's still really good. And honestly, maybe I should just keep it at 5 for the nostalgia. Anywho, this video is probably going to be so long. I've gone on so many little tangents, but I'm getting ready for bed and I'm going to read Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Feels like a Sunday, every day. It feels like a Sunday. Watch how the sun creeps in, hanging straight out the...
We're grinding on Red, White, and Royal Blue. We're finishing it tonight. I'm calling it. Okay, so I've switched to my Kindle. I forgot how much... Like, this is a thick boy. I read it for the first time on my Kindle, and now I have this collector's edition, but I just don't love hardbacks. It's beautiful. I love having it as piece, but I am gonna continue reading on my Kindle. I am almost 40% through. I have a Kindle Paperwhite. It is the one with ads, but I just ignore them. My hair looks crazy, but whatever. And yeah, I just have like this little case. I have one little sticker in there that says Book Lover, which is from Fetted by Sabrina, I'm actually not sure, who also made this sweatshirt. She sent a little sticker with the order, so that's so cute. But I'm gonna keep reading. Kate wants me to sit down so she can snuggle, and yeah, that was my update.
on the phone with your girlfriend, she's upset. She's going off about something that you said she does. It's your humor like I do. I'm in my room, it's typical Tuesday night. I listen to it, kind of she doesn't like. She'll never know your story like I do. She wish she was just like her t-shirt. She's here, on the bleachers, screaming, take me outside. So looking for the heel on side to see that.
Okay, my camera's back here, but Kate's like sitting comfortably on my lap, so I'm not gonna disturb her, but you can't tell, but I just finished Red, White, and Royal Blue. First of all, it's so good, but it hits extra close to home, I think, for me, because Texas is like the swing state, and that's where I'm from, and I don't know, it just feels so poignant and hits close to home, really. And Henry and Alex are just perfection. Casey has written them, and I highlighted so much. Such beautiful, like a beautiful story about falling in love and beating the odds and standing up for yourself, and like so good. If you have not read it, you have to read it. Like there's no denying it's one of my favorite books ever. It's so good. So please read it. This will be getting another 5 stars for me. As far as I'm concerned, it will always get 5 stars. I love that I have this really beautiful copy, and I cannot wait for the movie to come out. Like, I hope that they do it justice and do a good job, because it deserves it. It's a great story. And I'm so glad that I get to read it, and like I feel like I don't know, it's so good. So please read it. Needless to say, I have basically been sitting here for like, let's see, what time did I probably sit down? Probably like 4. It's 10:30. I did get up for probably like 30-40 minutes for dinner. You saw my little dance party in the kitchen. But the thing about this book is it's only 15 chapters, but it's like, let's see how many pages it is. Like 15 chapters for 400 pages. Those are some long as freak chapters, which is my only complaint. It makes the book drag on. Like, give me some quick chapters. Like weeks take place in one chapter, and I'm just like, girl, break it up a little. Anywho, the next book is Second Chance Summer. I'm not gonna start it tonight. I'm emotionally drained, and I've been sitting and reading for hours and hours. So I'm going to go to bed, and I will come back tomorrow for Second Chance Summer.
Jeez. Okay. It is Thursday, aka the last day of this challenge, and we are going to read Second Chance Summer. Although I've been really kind of debating on whether I want to read Lynn Painter's other book, The Do-Over, which was 5 stars. Should I read that instead of Second Chance Summer, guys? Then I will have lied on my TBR, because I filmed my not my TBR, my June wrap up. I filmed my June wrap up yesterday because it's the only day that I had time to film it. And I said that I had read this book because I was planning on reading it today and finishing it tomorrow. But I really want to read The Do-Over. So screw it. I'm sorry. I'll read this. Wait, actually. I'm gonna read this. That's final decision. Let's do it. Okay, we're 100 pages in. I'm glad I decided to read this one. It's just been so long since I read it, I forgot. There's a reason why I rated it 5 stars. It is a good book. It's sad. Like good, but there's like sadness in it. And I also just got one of these like star projector things. I know that was like so 2020. Oh, sorry. But it just makes it so vibey in here, especially at night. It's obviously not dark outside yet, but once it gets dark, so good. But it's 5:30. I've been reading for about an hour. And yeah, just thought I'd update you that I'm like 25% through, and I'm glad I liked it. I just decided to read this one instead of The Do-Over. It is very good. So we're gonna continue, and I will update you probably towards the end of the book because I know for a fact this video is way too long. So I'm trying to talk quickly, but yes, I just wanted to update you a little bit.
The window, getting high on a winter's morning. It feels like a Sunday.
Hey guys, so this is the end of this video. I just finished Second Chance Summer and literally had snot running down my nose. I had to stop filming. This is really good. And I knew it was. I knew it. I knew high school me wouldn't let me down now. It's good. It definitely, like, trigger warning, like it deals with grief a lot and like death of a family member. So please keep that in mind if you're gonna read this, because although Morgan does a brilliant job of talking about grief and losing a loved one and all of that, it is sad. Like, yeah, it's sad, it's heartbreaking. So there's that element of the story, but there's also such a sweet like story of second chance. It's second chance romance, as the title would suggest, Second Chance Summer. But honestly, like the romance, yes, is a main point, but it's second chance friendship, second chance like with your family, second chance at just creating relationships and being a better person. I don't know. Taylor is such a good character because she's flawed. She knows she's flawed and she tries to be better, but she doesn't always succeed. And this is just a really good book. And the setting is in the Poconos out at the lake, and it's just like such a fun setting. Like, everyone goes up there every summer for years. And it was just, it's a really good vibe. So if you have not read this, I would highly recommend checking it out. This still is gonna hold true at a 5-star for me. Also, sorry if you can hear like crickets and stuff. My like light machine also has a sound machine, so I was listening to like crickets while I was reading, and like nature lake sounds. There's like frogs and stuff. Anywho, that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to this point, honestly, you are a real one if you made it to this point. So I'm not going to continue any longer. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, all the things are linked down below. I have a podcast, Goodreads, all the things, as always, linked in the description. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.